A Love to Remember. In the bustling city of Lahore, where the streets hummed with the sounds of honking cars and lively chatter, a young woman named Aysha lived a quiet life. She worked as a teacher in a small primary school, pouring her heart into shaping young minds. Despite her fulfilling career, Aysha felt a void in her heart, a longing for a deeper connection. One evening, after a long day at school, Aisha decided to visit her favorite cafe, Chai Shai, tucked away in a narrow alley adorned with colorful murals. The aroma of freshly brewed chai filled the air, and the soft melodies of traditional music played in the background. As she settled into her favorite corner table, her eyes drifted to the entrance. Suddenly, a tall figure entered, and Aisha's heart skipped a beat. He was handsome, with dark hair and expressive eyes that seemed to hold a world of stories. His name was Hamza, a local artist known for his vibrant paintings that depicted the essence of Lahore. Hamza approached the counter, ordered his drink, and then turned to scan the cafe, his gaze landing on Aisha. With a warm smile, he walked over. "Mind if I join you?" he asked, his voice smooth like the chai he was about to drink. "Not at all," Aisha replied, feeling a blush creep onto her cheeks. As they talked, they discovered a shared love for art and education. Hamza spoke passionately about his latest project, a mural that aimed to bring attention to the importance of literacy in the community. Aisha listened intently, captivated by his enthusiasm. The conversation flowed effortlessly, and laughter filled the air as they exchanged stories about their lives. Days turned into weeks, and Aisha found herself returning to Chai Shai every evening, hoping to see Hamza. Each encounter deepened their bond, and soon they were inseparable. They explored the city together, visiting art galleries, parks, and historic sites, all while sharing their dreams and fears. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Hamza invited Aisha to his studio. It was a cozy space filled with canvases, paintbrushes, and the scent of turpentine. Hamza had been working on a painting that captured the beauty of their growing relationship, a sunset over the Badshahi Mosque, with two figures hand in hand. "I want to show you something," he said, unveiling the canvas. Aisha gasped at the sight. It was breathtaking, a reflection of their love, painted with passion and care. "It's beautiful," she whispered, her eyes glistening with tears. Hamza stepped closer, gently taking her hands in his. "You inspire me, Aisha. You've brought color to my life. I've never felt this way about anyone before." Aisha's heart raced as she looked into his eyes. "I feel the same way, Hamza. You've opened my heart in ways I never thought possible." With a mix of excitement and trepidation, Hamza leaned in and kissed her softly. It was a sweet, lingering moment that felt like the culmination of their shared journey. From that day on, their love blossomed like the vibrant flowers in Lahore's gardens. However, as their relationship deepened, Aisha faced a challenge. Her family had traditional views on relationships, and they expected her to marry someone from a well-off family. They were unaware of Aisha's love for an artist, a man whose dreams didn't align with their expectations. One afternoon, as they strolled through the Lahore fort, Aisha confided her worries to Hamza. "I don't know how to tell my family about us. They won't understand." Hamza paused, his brow furrowed in thought. "Aisha, love isn't defined by wealth or status. It's about connection, trust, and understanding. I want to be with you, no matter what challenges we face." As they sat on a bench overlooking the river, Aisha felt a surge of hope. "I believe in us too, Hamza, but I can't help but worry." "Let's take it one step at a time," he replied, wrapping his arm around her shoulders. "We'll figure it out together." Despite their resolve, the reality of Aisha's family loomed large. When she finally mustered the courage to introduce Hamza to her parents, their reaction was not what she had hoped for. Her father's face turned stern, and her mother's disappointment was palpable. Aysha, this is not how we envisioned your future, her father said firmly. You should be with someone who can provide for you. Aisha's heart sank as she watched the disappointment in their eyes. But Dad, he makes me happy. He's passionate about his art, and I believe in him. Love doesn't pay the bills, Aysha, her mother interjected. You need to think practically. Torn between her love for Hamza and her family's expectations, Aysha felt suffocated. Days turned into sleepless nights as she grappled with her feelings. In the depths of her heart, she knew she couldn't abandon Hamza, but she also feared losing her family. In the weeks that followed, Hamza sensed Aisha's distress. In the weeks that followed, Hamza sensed Aisha's distress. One evening, as they sat in their favorite cafe, he took her hands in his. You seem distant, Aysha. Is something bothering you? Tears welled in her eyes as she confessed, My family doesn't approve of us, Hamza. They want me to marry someone else, someone more suitable in their eyes. Hamza's expression softened. I understand. Family can be tough, but we can't let their expectations dictate our happiness. Aisha felt a weight lift off her shoulders. You're right. I love you, Hamza, and I'm willing to fight for us. Their love story faced yet another hurdle. As the months passed, Aisha's family continued to pressure her, leading to heated arguments and emotional turmoil. But Aisha stood firm, determined to follow her heart. One evening, as Aisha walked home from school, she saw a familiar figure waiting for her outside her house. It was Hamza, holding a bouquet of wildflowers, his eyes shining with determination. Aisha, he said, stepping forward, I know things are tough right now, but I want to ask you something important. Her heart raced as she looked into his eyes, filled with love and resolve. What is it, Hamza? I want to take you away to a place where we can be ourselves, where love knows no boundaries. Let's start anew, just the two of us. Aisha's breath caught in her throat. Are you serious? You mean, leave everything behind? Just for a while. We can travel, explore the world, and find a place where we can be together without the weight of expectations. In that moment, Aisha realized that true love was worth fighting for. Yes, let's do it, she whispered, a smile breaking through her tears. With Hamza by her side, Aisha embarked on a journey that would change their lives forever. They traveled to breathtaking landscapes, from the lush valleys of northern Pakistan to the serene beaches of the Arabian Sea. Each place was a canvas for their love, filled with laughter and adventure. As the seasons changed, so did Aisha's perspective. She learned to embrace her passion for art, helping Hamza with his murals, capturing the beauty of their travels on canvas. Their love story became a vibrant masterpiece, one that transcended boundaries and expectations. Months later, with renewed strength, Aisha returned to Lahore with Hamza. This time she was ready to face her family, armed with the confidence that love could conquer all. When they arrived at her house, Aisha took a deep breath before stepping inside. Her parents were surprised to see her, but their expressions softened as they saw the man by her side. Mom, Dad, this is Hamza, she began, her voice steady. He's the one I love, and I want to share my life with him. Her father's gaze hardened, but Aisha pressed on. I know you have your reservations, but love isn't just about status. It's about support, understanding, and being there for one another. Hamza and I have built something beautiful together. As she spoke, her mother's eyes filled with tears. Aisha, we just want what's best for you. And I want to be happy. Aisha replied, her voice firm. Hamza makes me happy. The room fell silent as Aisha's words hung in the air. Finally, her father sighed, the sternness fading from his face. If you believe he's the right one for you, we'll try to understand. With time, Aisha's family began to see the love and passion that Hamza brought into her life. They attended his art shows, celebrated his successes, and slowly opened their hearts to the idea of their unconventional love. As the sun set over Lahore, Aisha and Hamza stood hand in hand at the Badshahi Mosque, where their journey had truly begun. Aisha smiled, knowing that they had weathered the storms of doubt and emerged stronger. In that moment, she realized that love was not just about overcoming obstacles. It was about creating a life filled with color, laughter, and unwavering support. Together, they would continue to paint their love story, one beautiful stroke at a time,